What's up, guys? I want to talk to you guys about a couple things real quick. Man, I go to the coin shop today, and I have my money, mind you. I got my money in the bank, and I don't like paying ATM fees and stuff like that, and the amount of money or cash that I wanted to take out. You know, I can't take it out anyways because there's limits to that too. In my bank, I have a local bank back in Rochester that's not here in Vegas. So I use Zelle a lot. You know, we use Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, we all do it, right? So I try to go and Zelle nick the money from Nevada, Nevada Coin and Jewelry to get my purchases, and they won't let me do it. And the reason why they won't let me do it is they said, I've exceeded my limit. Okay, I have a limit for my cash. Now, mind you, we're not talking about hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. We're talking about a couple of grand, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got a certain amount to them, probably about 30% of the cash to Nick. Or maybe more, maybe about 30, 40%. So I have to sell him the rest tomorrow. And he was going to give me whatever the cash I gave him for the stuff. And I said, no, I'll get the rest tomorrow. Like I want it all together. And then yesterday, when I'm sitting at the buffet, the China buffet, now mind you, I don't turn on the TV at all. Okay, I don't turn it on. And I'm sitting at the China buffet, and the TV's on, and I'm with my friend. And it just was the start of the, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock news or whatever it was. I don't watch TV, I don't know. And you know how they show the preview of what's coming up in the news? It was nothing but doom and gloom. It talked about forest fires. It talked about, corona, the scamdemic, the corona beers virus. And it just kept showing that stuff, you know? And it's funny, if you think about people, normal people, working class American, what do, right? They go to work, they work hard. They get up in the morning, they go to work, take a lunch break, get home and do what? What do most people do? A lot of people come home and watch that stuff. Because if nobody was watching that stuff, it wouldn't be on TV. Because the advertisers wouldn't pay them, and they wouldn't have a television program or a news program. So people obviously watch it. And they get fed that over and over and over again, right? Now let's imagine another world we live in, right? Because we're living in some kind of parallel universe, I swear, guys. Imagine we lived in a world where they talked about nothing but, let's say, some sharks came and did some shark attacks. It was a big shark attack. Maybe 3,000 shark attacks or something in an area, or whatever it is, right? And they played it on the news over and over, night and day, talking about what kind of sharks there are, what the sharks can do to you, what their teeth can do to you, where to go and where not to go not to get bit, what size the teeth are, how much meat it takes out of you, how much blood you lose. And they just play that over and over and over again. What do you think will happen after a while? People won't want to go anywhere near the water, right? So if you focus and concentrate on one thing, people are going to get scared. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what they're doing with the scamdemic. That's why I call it a scamdemic. I'm not saying it's not real. Okay, I had it. Okay, and it affects everybody different, right? Well, people get flus, people get pneumonias, people get, all kind of stuff, right? But people die off everything. I don't think the beer flu is any different, but they focus on it more. The economic situation in America, along with other countries, was in shambles before all this stuff happened. The reason I call this a scam-demic is because if you see a real pandemic and what stuff is happening, people are falling over asleep in the streets, their blood's coming out of their mouth and nose, and people are dying and stuff like that. This is just a virus, man, that our body will fight off eventually, and we'll get through it. But the problem is they're focusing on it. They're getting in on it. So what happened? They shut everything down, and economically, a lot of things have crashed. A lot of people's businesses and livelihoods will never come back, and they'll never be the same because of the G-boys decided to control our lives and tell us when we have to put something over our face or where we can and cannot go. And economically, it's making it seem like it was bad. It's bad because of the scamdemic. It was bad before that, guys. I say all that to say this. I don't have to. I'm preaching to the choir here when I say this. Don't listen to the pundits. Don't listen to the news. I don't care about government or who's in charge and this, that, and the third. Because at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, and this is just my opinion, I believe they stole the election, the Democrats. Now, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm a libertarian. I love my country, and I believe in smaller government. I believe money is supposed to be hard to get and not just print it out anytime they want to. They're getting ready to print out $3.4 trillion in the next 30 to 60 days or whatever it is. And what do you think is going to happen when they do that, guys? So, you got to keep your eyes open. Gold and silver and platinum went down. Big time went down on Sunday. Now you wonder why. Why is that? Why do prices go down in the stocks and precious metals and the market and stuff like that? The reason why is because the market cap goes down. And the market cap is the money that's into that certain situation, into that certain metal or stock or commodity or whatever. Now, who sold off billions and billions of dollars of gold? You think a whole bunch of people like us went in the coin shops and went online and sold a bunch of gold? No, you know who did it. We all know who did it, right? They're not even hiding it anymore. So they did that. Now what? Prices go down. But the problem is we can't watch what they say, we watch what they do, right? But they buy it at the lower price now. And that's what you should do. Buy it at the lower price. HODL. Hold on for dear life. And that ain't just a Bitcoin thing, guys. That's silver, gold, and platinum, and your precious metals, man. I really believe that. I know that term is for the Bitcoiners and the cryptocurrency stuff, but we got to do that too. We got to hold what you got. Hold what you got. Don't let these people fool you, man. They don't have your best interests. I always tell people when it comes to the beer flu and the scamdemic, if they care about us so much, and they're saying because they want us to wear the mask, why do they never talk about getting our immune system up? You think people are really gonna social distance and stay healthy? Social distance, that's an oxymoron, by the way. That's like jumbo shrimp. How can you be social and distance at the same time? I go to the grocery store yesterday. They got the signs on the ground that says, please stand 6 feet away. And they got those everywhere at all the stores. Now they got arrows pointing to which direction to go to. I'm a bit of a rebel, right? I do not do what I'm told. I've always been that way. And when you do that, you'll make it. You'll make it. I'm gonna give you an example. I went into Walmart yesterday. Now I don't park in handicapped. I won't do that. But I parked in a spot in the front where they have the little lines like crosses saying you can't park there. It's in between like the parking, like one's parking spot and like maybe a handicapped or something like that. And the parking lot was full, so I went in there and parked right there. Right now, it doesn't say don't park there, but they pretty much know that you're not supposed to park there. So I parked there, and I'm thinking, why can't I park here? I'm not trying to go against the grain. I'm just saying, I parked there. Then when I parked, I walked in. I didn't have a mask on, and there was a guy specifically there to tell you to put a mask on. That's why this is the only job, to tell you to put a mask on. So as I'm walking up, I pretend like I put my mask on, right? I'm sorry? I'm videoing myself. I'm making a video, man. No. Okay. So, she was talking about that trash out there. She thought I was video recording the trash. So, I walk in, there's a guy saying, put your mask on. And I pretend like I put my mask on. And then I kept on walking and didn't put the mask on. And people looked at me like I was an alien or something because I didn't have a mask on my face. And I refused. I'm not saying I don't put a mask on and stuff like that. I do, when I quote unquote have to. And the only reason I have to, because if I want to get what I want to get, I have to do that sometimes. But I didn't do that. So I had, you know, people looking at me and stuff, and I was ducking and dodging security. Anyways, anytime I go in a place and I'm about to leave, if I have the mask on, I take it off. So the same guy that was telling me to take the mask off, he could see me from like way down there, and I didn't have the mask on. So he walks over to me and he tells me, "Excuse me, sir, you got to put your mask on." And I'm leaving. I'm walking out, and I ignored him and I kept walking. And he goes, "Excuse me, sir, you got to put your mask on." And I kept on walking, ignored him. He said, "Sir," I said, I hear what you're saying, man. I said, "What's going to happen if I don't put my mask on?" He goes, "I'm going to have to ask you to leave." I go, "The exit's that way. That's where I'm going anyways." And he couldn't say nothing to me. And I kept on walking. Now, I wasn't doing that to mess with that guy. I do that for my own sentiment and my own frame of mind, that nobody's going to control me, man. Period. End of story. Okay? I've always been a maverick. I've always been a person that went against the grain, and you should too. You got to stand up for yourself, man. This is the United States of America that we're living in. To my Americans that are watching this video. And our forefathers right now, I remember thinking on 4th of July, these guys are rolling over in their graves, man. Because this is not America. This is not the America the Declaration of Independence was written about, or wanted to be about when they wrote it. Keep on stacking. Stack your precious metals, stack your cryptocurrencies, and stack your essentials. You stack your knowledge up here, most importantly. And make sure you tell people everything that you know, even if they think you're crazy, because they're going to think you're crazy. Because probably 1 out of maybe 10,000 people are like us. Maybe even less, who knows? You know what I mean? But keep spreading the word, man, because these people are zombies out here. And they're being brainwashed. You know what I mean? I was brainwashed. We're all brainwashed as kids. You know, we were taught to get good grades and get good grades and go to a good college and get a good job and just to be in the rat race and to be told what to do. I'm not having it, man. I'm not having it. And even someone like me that was in the financial markets and being in the world of finance, I didn't know about gold and silver. I knew about gold and silver, but not to the extent that I know now. And I'm guaranteeing the people that you know and love and your families and friends that you really hold dear to your heart don't know either. But we have a group, all of us have a group about between 100 and 150 people that we know and love. Friends, families, whatever. Make sure you try to get all of them on board. And even if they tell you no, at least you know that you told them. And they can never say you didn't tell them. And you got to tell them over and over again sometimes until it gets in their head, and show them some videos and sit down with them. If you're with a friend and you're just sitting there watching some bullshit television show, turn that shit off, man. Turn that shit off and put on a good YouTube video. All right? And teach them what you know. Show them the Mike Maloney, video series about the gold and stuff like that. Teach them the things that you know. You know, turn off that TV, man, because there ain't nothing but a machine to brainwash people. All right. I got my other video coming out. I did the half ounce fractional part of my full stack. The next one will be the 1/4 ounce. Stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you for listening to me rant. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching my videos. And guys, keep doing what you're doing. But we got to do more. Do what you're doing, but do more, right? We can't get to where we need to get to by ourselves. We're all in this together, all right? I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. If you like this video, hit the like button, only if you like it. If you like my channel and my videos, go ahead and share them. I'm not sharing too much with you today, but we still can share the video, all right? I'll talk to you guys soon. Keep on stacking, keep on learning, and be a maverick, and be an individual, and love your family, man, by showing them what's going on out here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace and love, guys.